In North America, it's calculated on average that we spend between 3 to 5 hours a day on smartphones. That equates to 7 years of entire lifetime. And that's a long time to be on your phone. So I've sort of started a way or a scheme of steps on how I've been able to be on my phone way less, and I'm going to share that with you guys right now. My first couple steps is all about routine. So step one is actually being off of your phone 2 hours before you go to bed. Now, the reason why is because our brains are incredibly vulnerable. Whatever we think of or consume before bed is actually what we stew on when we sleep. Well, think about it. That's why a lot of great actors will practice their lines before they go to bed, so that way when they wake up, their brain has actually been stewing on a lot of these thoughts. Or if you do any sort of studying, it's actually proven that when you study before bed, your brain is able to actually digest that while you're sleeping. Now, it's the same sort of thing with your cell phone. If you're on your phone before bed, you're going to stew on that sort of social media anxiety. It's going to affect your sleep, and it's actually going to prime you to be on it more for the next day. My second step is actually 3 hours after I wake up is not being on my phone either. So my first 3 hours of my day are completely cell phone-less. And I know what you're saying, like, Zach, but I need to attend to emails and messages right when I wake up. Well, if you have to, then wake up 2 hours earlier than what you normally do, or 3 hours earlier to what you normally do. I used to get up at around 8 or 9 a.m., and that's when the workday started, so I would have to attend my phone right away to get to emails and what clients wanted right when the workday started. So what I ended up doing was I started waking up 3 hours earlier to what everyone else did when the workday started. That way I had my first 3 hours of the day completely to myself. They say whatever you do before noon primes you for the rest of your day. So if you're not on your phone for that first 4 to 5 hours that you're awake, it's going to become way less present in your day-by-day schedule. And this leads me to step number 3, which is actually putting your phone on airplane mode while you sleep. So not having the bells and beeps and things going off overnight. So what I've done is actually at 9 p.m. every single night, I put my phone on airplane mode and then don't turn it back on until 9 a.m. the next day. Now, depending on workflow, I might have to change this up a bit, but normally I have my phone off for 12 hours. That's 12 hours of me just not connecting to my phone. And the reason why I have it off when I sleep is because that's my sleep time. That's me time. And if there was a real emergency or something that bad happened, I would attend to it in the morning. And I know this might sound a little bit selfish, and if it's something that makes you feel uncomfortable, 100%, have your phone on when you sleep. Remember that your sleep is probably one of the most important things of your entire life, and think about how many times that you've actually been interrupted by a real life emergency while you've been sleeping, and how you've had to attend to it right then and there. And if the answer is, well, 0 or none, or maybe just once, reconsider that value of connection to you. But for me personally, having my phone on while I've been sleeping has made me had like a slight underline of anxiety when going to bed. My fourth step is to put my phone into gray mode. So that's that ugly, disgusting sort of mode that you can make your phone look. It's like a sepia or black and white type of mode that your phone can go into. This takes the appeal and attraction away from things like social media or notifications or pop-ups on your phone. Our brains are hardwired to attend to urgency, and social media, emails, and all those little red little things are urgency. And meanwhile, we'll click onto it. It's just like someone liked your photo, but all of a sudden it adds that anxiety. So if you're able to put your phone into complete gray mode and take away that appeal, you'll be less interested to look at your phone and go on those things. My final one is actually to post on social media less and schedule that time to have a bit more routine in it. If you're a influencer or you need to post on Instagram, for instance, find times and make time for that to happen. If you're just sort of freely doing it, you'll be on it a lot more often. And I found when I posted something, I'd have to recheck the likes, the comments, and I would start comparing the likes on my past photos. You know what I mean? You get you're like, oh, I've only got this amount of likes. Why didn't get the same amount that I posted last week? And then you start comparing those, and then you look at all your friends, and then you sort of do that sort of justification, satisfaction, anxiety sort of thing. And it's bad, it's terrible, and you'll do this more and more often every single time you post. So just either post less or schedule routine your time that you need to. And then what I've actually sort of taken upon myself is I just post to my stories a lot more often because I don't have that sort of notification thing that I get on my feed. So if it's something that you need to do, you have to stay present in the social media space, apply your effort into things that take your attention less. And that's about it, guys. And if you're interested in sort of disconnecting from your phone a little bit more, on December 9th, so just coming up December 9th, 2018, I'm going to be hosting an event called International Airplane Mode Day, where you completely disconnect from your cell phone for 24 hours. So from December 9th to December 10th, you pop your phone on airplane mode, super duper simple, and you just like live present for a whole entire day. That's it. And I know for some of you that might be really easy, but a lot of you out there, I know it's completely difficult. And what I'm going to do on the 10th or 11th is actually post what my day was like. So for those of you who want to try this out, I really can't monitor how many people have done it. But if you're wanting to like disconnect and embrace that feeling of disconnect for an entire day, let's all do this together. December 9th to the 10th. No cell phones all day. Let's see if it's something that you can do. I know I'm going to be doing it, and zero excuses. If you like this video, want to take a look at some more, please hit that subscribe button. It really means a whole lot. If you guys have any methods or ideas of how you've been able to disconnect a lot better, write that in the comment section below. And I'm going to do a little bit of merch plug. I've released or created a shirt that says Off the Grid Living. So for those of you who are like super absorbed into social media and want to be off the grid a little bit more, remind your friends about that lifestyle choice of living off the grid. You guys can pick up a shirt that I have in my merch store. I'll have in the description below. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you all later. Take care.